Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel MedEdophilia. In today's video, I will share my personal experience, the habits that helped me achieve a place where I am. The three main qualities that you need in yourself to become a topper to ace any competitive exam. Without any further ado, let's get straight into the video. The first one is self control. I place this in the first place because this itself includes many aspects. So, self control is nothing but discipline, training yourself in order to achieve your goal. Once you're determined to achieve something in life, this quality is very necessary and should be inbuilt in you. So, self control control from what? Control from distractions, control from deviations. So you need to restrict yourself. So in this journey of 2 years, you might get thoughts of giving up when you fail in an exam or when you get really less than your expected score. So you need to control your thoughts, control your emotions, control yourself from the pressure and stress during the exam. Control and restrict yourself from all the excuses your mind, your inner self gives yourself in order to postpone a work or escape from a mock test. So, in short, self control is all about prioritizing your goals over your distractions, pr- prioritizing your actions, and prioritizing your thoughts. So, of course, you need to have your break time, you need to relax a little, but you should know your time boundaries. When you exceed the time limit, ask yourself what is your priority. Ask yourself whether what you're doing now will bring you closer to your dream of getting into a medical college. And this is self control. Taking control over yourself, even in small things, can get you closer to your dream. So, moving on to the next quality, self belief and self motivation. Every NEET aspirant will have that fire in them in the initial days at the start of the journey. But as time passes, that motivation will get drained soon. You will not have the energy, the enthusiasm that you had on the first day, on the second day. And NEET is a long journey of 2 years. And having that drive, that fire, and that motivation for the entire 2 years is crucial. You need to maintain the rhythm until the exam day, and that is quite difficult. There will definitely be times that you will be feeling like giving up, especially when your marks drop during mock tests and when you study difficult concepts and you're not able to solve questions based on that, even though you've spent 3 or 4 hours studying that lesson. So, this is a common problem faced by many students. So, if you go down, take a break, talk to yourself where the mistake happened. So, if you sit down and analyze your mistakes, why you've committed them, what are your weaknesses, when you question yourself, I can guarantee you that this will not happen in your next test. So, mock tests are a beautiful way which will help you analyze your mistakes and strengthen your weaknesses. So, once you analyze your mistakes, you should feel motivated and reassure to yourself that you are gonna rock the next exam. And with that motivation, you should quickly start studying again for your next test. Instead, what happens in most cases is that when your marks go down, you keep worrying, you keep overthinking, you get anxious, and your body reacts in a different way. Sometimes you even go unwell, you take too much stress and trauma. So, this is all what you create to yourself. And in the end, you end up wasting a lot of time. So, this is an important takeaway from today's session. So, whenever there is a downfall, There should be your hands ready to pat on your back and tell yourself that you're ready to meet the next challenge instead of looking for other hands, instead of looking out for motivational videos or talking to your friends and family to advise you. In fact, you can do that, but the everlasting thing which will be closest to your heart is that motivation that you gave yourself. So, whenever you commit a mistake in the exam, in fact, I will say that you should be happy for making that mistake, because if you hadn't made the mistake in your mock test, you would have probably made that mistake in the actual NEET exam. So, you should be happy. You should turn all the negative aspects into positivity. So, this positive attitude will make you and will keep you self motivated. With self motivation comes hard work. So, when you're self motivated, you will tend to spend more study hours. You will find out that your efficiency in learning has improved. So, this motivation is something that should come from within. So, no matter how much your parents and teachers tell you to study, study for 12 hours, study for 13 hours, write a test every day, they can just keep telling. But it's only you who can decide. So, only if you feel like studying, you can study. And only if you are ready and comfortable, things will enter your mind. Otherwise, it's all blocked. I know it's a little difficult to maintain that motivation every day until your NEET exam date, but this is achievable if you train yourself that way. So, now let's talk about the third important quality, that is self confidence. So, now that you are self controlled, you lead a disciplined life, you are motivated every day, you have the drive in you to achieve your passion, so your study hours become effective. So, now you all need confidence in you. So now you know that you are going on a right track, so the confidence comes automatically. This quality of being self confident is extremely important and plays a vital role, especially when you're writing a mock test or even during the actual NEET exam. So, you should understand that all the questions that are being asked are only from the concepts you studied. So, you should be confident with what you have learned, no matter whether you've skipped few chapters or not. Ultimately, during the NEET exam, you should be confident with the amount of preparation you have done. So, you should be confident enough to mark the answer and shade it in your OMR. So, I had a friend, so she's pretty good in her concepts, but she didn't get good marks in her mock tests. So when I asked her why, you know all the concepts well, you can solve all the questions in class even before sir does it on board. So why are your marks lesser than what you expect each time? So she used to tell me that she had left most of the questions unattempted because she was not confident. She was doubtful whether her answers were right or not. So, even though she knows how to solve the question, she gets a sense of self doubt which prevents her from bubbling the option in the OMR. So, here's the thing, so you should not always be scared of getting negative marks. I agree, negative marking is dangerous, but you should leave the question unattempted only if you don't know the question itself, like you've not even heard any words in that question, or if you're too doubtful about two options given in the question, like there are 50-50 chances of being it right, so taking a random blind guess wouldn't help. It'll maybe be correct or wrong, but when you arrive at an answer and you still feel like, you should not keep overthinking during the exam. For example, in NEET 2022 paper itself, in physics there was a question, that one question which was too controversial, which people thought they would get a bonus, but NTA at last didn't give a bonus for that question. So I'm pretty sure you know what question I'm talking about. Yes, it's that frequency question from photoelectric effect. So actually speaking, there is a mistake in that question. But it's not that you're not able to solve the question. You get an answer, you get a final answer according to the data they have provided. So you should just go on with that because you cannot change the question paper. It's what they have given in the question paper. So many students had left that question unattempted. But students who have attempted the question got the benefit. So, confidence in such circumstances is important. You should have the confidence to take some risk. So, all the questions from the question paper is just a twisted form of the concepts you have learned. So, always be confident while doing the question. When you're nervous and when you're anxious, you might tend to make silly mistakes and then only your answers get wrong. So, while doing a question confidently, there are more chances of that question being right. Similarly, when you go for an exam hall, okay, everyone around you can tell you, do well, nothing will harm you, you are going to rock the exam. Everyone around you will give that confidence to you. But until you control your stress, until you are so confident about yourself, no matter how much the people around you have motivated you and instilled confidence in you, you will still face the exam stress. You will still find your hands shivering. So, entering the exam hall with that self confidence is what matters ultimately. That will help you keep composed during the entire exam of 3 hours 20 minutes. You should be confident that you are going to give your best during the exam. So, yeah, these are the three important qualities which I felt which personally helped me, and I strongly believe that every NEET aspirant should have. So, if you carefully notice that every quality I mentioned has the prefix self in it. So, here you are important, you are the game changer. You can get top rank only if you believe you can. Your thoughts, your attitude, your intention matters a lot. Thanks for watching and hit the subscribe button if this video added some value to your life. Thank you.